All right, got a tiny little swarm under this deck here, and we're gonna go ahead and try to pull it out. Back this camera up so you can hopefully see that entrance where the activity is. We'll get to it. The trouble here is going to be prying up these planks. We've unscrewed everything, but they are kind of wedged together. So that's our first step, is to try to pull those out. And we'll go from there. So we kind of pulled this one up yesterday to kind of see where they were. Try to actually remove it today if we can. Oh, I've got to be right there. Okay, well, they are aware of this now. So go ahead. A lot of smoke over there. So there's a joist right here. So most of the bees are right there. It's a very new swarm, only been here a week or so. Which is why we pulled this area over here, was to try to be away from it a little bit. Get a little agitated. Let's try to pull this up. All right. Yep, they're gonna get a little agitated here. Yep, you can see them all coming out now. They do not like that. I was hoping I'd just be able to pull that plank right on out. It looks like that's going to be a little more difficult today. Try pulling it from this end. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's great. Oh, okay. Well, so I didn't find any comb. Let me grab my. These guys have only been here a couple of weeks, so I didn't see much comb, which I thought was odd, but there you go. New comb. So that would explain it, but if you see down, I don't know how well that shows up on camera, right there, not too much comb. All right, now our goal here is going to be to try to find the queen and cage her, if we can. Sometimes that's a little bit of a tall order, and with deck planks, that can definitely be a tall order, because they don't exactly build the comb by the plank. We'll see what we get here. Okay. Well, I see a good amount of brood right here. Yeah, capped. Oh, and I had some comb on this board here that I didn't see. I thought they were all on the next one. So we'll go ahead and we'll start trying to transfer this comb. Well, that hopefully will make it easier on me that they have some comb. I was a little worried when I didn't see comb development in this joist. I was worried about them actually making the move and being able to survive, but it looks like they're doing fine. They're smoking real good. Okay, so they've connected this comb here, so I'm going to have to cut that. I haven't seen a queen yet. This is a frame full of brood. And so we'll just lift that out and put it in our little frame here. when you're doing this part, make sure you're all covered up because they potentially will go after your hands when you're reaching into your hive. So do this nice and gently. Just lift this out. Just put that in there like that. We'll do the same for this one. I don't know that I'll be able to fit all of this, but I might be able to fit. There's a partial frame that they're building out right here. I can just detach that. We'll just slide that right in here. One. For this, what I do is I cross the rubber bands from diagonal corner to diagonal corner, and that helps me get really good coverage and stability for the comb. So we could try to pack this one full. You're never going to get a great coverage that way, but we'll just try. We'll do the best we can. Almost needed a medium box for how shallow this is. I thought these joists would be a little bit bigger, so I grabbed my deep box. But almost could have gotten away with just having a medium. That's okay. The bees will make it up. They'll attach their comb and they'll start building their own. This one for the uninitiated, or one of my 3D printed frames. A little experiment I was doing. They're seeming to hold up okay. They flex a little bit under some honey, but that's just the first prototype here. And I'm just going to take this American Hive tool, and I'm just scraping the top off where it's connected. That's how I kind of just grab these things. It's easier to do this from the top. I had to do a bottom one where I'm pulling it from the bottom, and you have to stick your hive tool up between frames, and that gets real messy, and the bees definitely do not appreciate you for it. Alright, I see some capped brood here. Alright, so we're going to try to snag this next one here. It's right under this frame, so I'm gonna grab that before I move the plank, if I can. Alright, I have to discredit the CV engineering here. They didn't build straight lines, they did angled, so these are going to be a little challenging to get to. That's okay. So we are keeping an eye out for the queen. I can tell you the way we're doing this now, she's probably going to be towards the back, if at all possible. Really hope I brought enough frames. Yeah, I think we're going to be right at our limit here. All right. All right. Some good brood in here. Let's clean up. I think we're ready to pull the second point up. Alright, so the only comb is right here. That's good. Alright, sorry about that. My camera had overheated. We've pulled out a good number of frames. We're at about 7 or 8 frames filled. I think we got probably 2 or 3 more back in there. We still haven't seen the queen. I'm keeping an eye out for her because, you know, if I haven't seen her so far, there's only a handful of frames she could be on. Yeah, we'll keep going. They're getting a little agitated. Again, totally understandable because I'm picking up a large number of them and that sort of things. We're gonna keep going. So we have a queen. She is now in that box. I tried to show you, but my camera had overheated yet again. So, yeah, we have a queen in there. We've got all the comb on frames. I just now need to bundle it up and toss bees in there and go. Actually, I think I'll toss bees in first from this area. Now the bees, now that they know a queen's in there, they'll start flapping a pheromone that tells everybody where the queen is. So in theory, all these guys, girls, should start moving that way. I'm gonna move the hive pretty close, so they can just walk in. Well, not sure how much I actually recorded. We have a queen. We pulled out all those planks. There's a lot of frames. It's almost 10 or 7 frames of wax. Right now, the queen is in the box. We're just waiting for the rest of the bees to figure that out, and they spray a pheromone when they know where the queen is, and that tells everybody else to come that way. So you can kind of see it right down here. That's what these girls are doing. And to kind of speed that along, I'm going to start smoking from that side. All right. So we've got pretty much all of them in there that we can. I just had a conversation with the landowner, and he would like us to go ahead and move out if we can. Otherwise, we could be here all day waiting for him to move in at night. So that's just what we're going to do. The rest of them are going to move on here in a few days. They don't have much left to work on, so we're just going to do that and call it a day.